So this replay here is for our friend Luscious Limes again. This is a threes match this time. About Diamond 3 to Champ 2, he said, was the lobby strength. He said he's been playing a lot of ones, trying to slow down a little bit, but he really wanted to show off this threes match. And something I noticed immediately is there's roughly about 10 saves in the first 2 to 3 minutes here. So this is going to be insane. I'm kind of worried on what's going to happen here. I'm sure it's just going to be crazy. So threes is a really tricky game mode. It's very fast, and like it's just very fast. You have to have really quick rotations. You need to be quick about rotating in and out. So, and you also have a lot of time when you're not on the ball just because of that. So good attempt at clearing there, rotating in, filling in here as the second man, right? So this is beautiful from Luscious Lime here. This is just situational awareness, right? We see our one teammate here. We can see the whole field, and we don't see our second teammate. So that must mean they're upfield a little bit. So we don't necessarily want to go all the way back post in threes like this. In this scenario, we probably want to shortchange it a little bit so that we can challenge here. You basically want to take in that second man role quicker. You can go back post, probably. I mean, probably should, but if this your teammate here has any good challenge, you can just spin around here quick like you did. Although I don't love that your teammate Gizmo here is upfield trying to bump or something, so that's not ideal. And maybe being back post would have helped you out, so take it back. Hindsight is 2020, as they say, I think. Very good strategy here of just sitting in your net and walking away. That actually really helps. I'm sorry, but no, doing good. We're sitting back a little bit. I think you just hit. I don't think going for this the second time was gonna do anything. You hit it too far away from yourself, too low boost. You weren't, you kind of did it reactionary. You gotta be like intentional with this. So it was too low, too slow. Ended up being a goal. That happens. I mean, overall, this touch, it's a tough read. But if you're going to hit it soft and you're going to hit it awkward, it's always better to hit it to a corner. Go this way or blast it this way. Just to give your teammates time to try to rotate back. Sometimes hitting it forward is good, but that's only really when your teammates are ready, I feel like, because then your teammates can follow up immediately for a pass. Right now we got your friend Mex and we have Gizmo upfield, right? So maybe Gizmo can beat out creepy Uncle Biden here, but it's unlikely, I would say. So hitting it to a corner is always a safer bet. I mean, you hear it, you can see Mex tried, and yeah, just a free goal there because of it, but it's awkward at the same time. And that's threes in a nutshell, bro. Threes is awkward a lot of the time. A little too fast here. You got underneath the ball, right? Must have been a misread, if anything. But yeah, you're just going a little too fast. Got going underneath the ball too much. The rank is Champ 2. Or Champ 2 to Diamond 3-ish. Alright. Let's get back on ball cam a little sooner. That's fine. Oh, I like the idea of trying to rip this off the corner. Yeah, it's just tough. It's the right idea, you just weren't quick enough to get there. Alright, squishy save, I suppose. It's fine. I mean, because there's something we could have done better here. Instead of... I mean, just rotate back post. Why not just rotate back post? Why did we have to go near post here? And why just go make a big swoop? Why not do a good angle of this? You come off this wall here. Why not just swoop around to the back post instead of going like this? Don't know. Then you don't have to squishy save or go off your own, your own goal. It also kind of puts you in an awkward spot I mean, you'd probably have more momentum going forward, maybe, if you were just rotated back post. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. All right, we're just hanging back. We're third man right now. We don't need to jump so quickly for this. I know it's threes. We want to be going. We want to move relatively fast here. But I mean, you don't got a lot of options when it comes to this aerial. I'd probably just go off the back wall and try to catch it off the back wall and take it through the corner. Kill time basically for your teammates. Going up for this ball, I mean, with how you can hit it, right? You only really have what, bouncing it into the corner, and then that's just going to bounce the ball out, so that's bad. Bouncing it off the side wall, and it's going to come out to the middle, which is bad. You could try to air dribble catch this, I suppose, but that's difficult. Or try to get a flip reset and keep possession, also difficult, you know. So maybe this wasn't the right play. Maybe back here, right, when it was on the ground, when you were on the ground still, you know, you see this ball come, it'll probably hit the back wall. Probably. Why not just go up the back wall and try to catch it, you know, and try to dribble it or do something else, right? Instead, you kind of pass out to the middle for an attempted shot. Very weak attempted shot, but still an attempted shot. All right, good. Just hang back a little bit. See what happens. Yeah, good job reading us. It's so hard to see through the mess of all the players and name tags here, but you did a good job of just taking a sec to realize you're not going to get to this ball before anybody on the blue team. You're third man, waiting for a much better opportunity. Love the shot. Obviously, you know, just a bit of a misplay. You want to hit those up high or on net more, but with more power, but the idea was perfect. The placement and the positioning was perfect. Let's go get the boost. That's fine. Let's not get too close until he gets to the ground. Yeah, demo's tough. You're in a weird spot where you kind of do want to wait. So, I mean, the demo's hard to dodge there. It doesn't really matter though. You killed time for your teammates. Big save. All right, now let's get up closer. Yep. We're second man now. Let's get up a little closer. You know, we can see that we don't have a teammate nearby. Let's get up to like the midfield line, like right now. Maybe even a little past it. So that we're ready to challenge quickly. Worked out fine. Off the ceiling. Oh, a little bit of misplay. I would always say be careful doing plays like this. Just in general, when you're like a, you know, champ and below player. I think it's fine just because of the scenario where, you know, they have all the defenders in net. It's okay to try to go for something a little bit more fancy, try to outplay a few people, but just know that those things take time, and you're kind of killing the pressure if you mess up. You're killing the pressure that your team has put on your opponents if you messed that up. So as you saw in that case, nothing came of it and they immediately took the ball away, right? So like everything you did before then didn't matter. I'll hopefully find a good example of what I mean later here. Oh, everybody's sitting in that. So we need to have somebody go up on the back wall here. In threes, you always should have somebody get on the back wall. I would say in this scenario, it's tough. We see all our teammates. We know we have Gizmo kind of back towards the net. I would say once we realize we're not going for this, it's tough. Everybody's in net. It's just a really awkward spot. The best case scenario is you have somebody on the back wall and you don't have to worry about all that mess there, but I mean, it was awkward. It's awkward. It's threes. Good dribble and flick though. Really put good pressure on. Misplay there, which is fine. It happens. Yeah, good job not going for that. Just rotate out, get boost. Perfect. Yeah, much better. All right, we should have an opportunity. Oh, I bounced up. That sucks. Another misplay. I feel like we might need to work on some of these aerials, because these are aerials we should be hitting, right? So the reason why you missed this one, and you probably know, but if you look at where your car is facing once you jumped, your car is facing completely this way, but the ball is bouncing out and it's kind of floating like this, right? You gotta correct all this with boost and time to go get this ball, you know? We want to make sure we're kind of we want to line up our car to cut this off. Oh wow, what an arrow. We want to line up our car like this more to go cut this off. So just before you jump, you know, taking that second to make sure your car is facing where you actually want to fly will help you a little bit. Not just you're taking your time and stuff, right? You're feeling, it looks like you're feeling a little rushed. Yeah, just back out. It's a little awkward. Yeah, we're really settling into this third man role a lot, which is fine. I think that's just how it's been shaking up. Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, it works out. Just getting the ball out. That's fine. All right, yep, get this boost. Let's rotate out wide. Now we got some pressure. Nice. Oh, we almost missed it. No, I got really scared when I saw this. So let me just look at this aerial quick. Really great pressure. This is kind of what I was talking about before, of like, you know, if you do fancy things, sometimes it kills the momentum, right? So we just hit the ball at the back wall. You know, our teammate had a good challenge. You can hear it. And we were able to keep the pressure on with just simply challenges, right? We don't have to do anything crazy. And then now this is again, I think you just misread it off the back wall. Look where you even turned your car to the left before you jumped. So you were lined up perfectly for this ball. And then you, as you jumped, you like turned to the left. You know, it's fine. I think you corrected that perfectly, actually. It just looked a little awkward the first time. I was just trying to pay attention to how you jump for an aerial, you know. Worked out, good goal, good pressure. That was the big key there. Lots of pressure on the blue side. Nice touch. Can Max do something with 0? Yeah, let's hang tight. Got both of them committing. We don't want to go. Yep. Good. You're playing the third man perfectly, man. You kill time. You challenge at perfect times to keep pressure and keep the ball on your opponent's side. There's just some slight mistouches, slight, you know, mechanical mishaps, I guess you could call them. Just miscues, maybe is better. But yeah. Overall, you're challenging perfectly. Got bumped, unfortunate. Now we're all out of whack. Alright, now let's reset. Yep. I like the aggressiveness there. Oh, almost an own goal. Yep, get out of there. Clear room for your teammates to go. Yes, good speed. Oh, just missed. Unfortunate. I rotate back around. Yes. Your rotations are so nice, dude. You and your teammates are flowing so nice right now. Oh, let's be careful with these challenges. If you would have got a 50 here, you probably would have destroyed this guy. Because look at, yeah, if you would have just tried to 50 him here, you probably would have blasted this ball off this wall and probably would have had a follow-up. Just 50 him. I know you're kind of trying to chip it, do something crazy there, but yeah, if you just 50 him. Doing good. Good clear. Teammate goes up. Yep, good retreat. Nice. Back post. Let's get back post here. Excuse me, but you're creeping out of net, so you gotta recognize here that you're third man. We do not want to be way out here trying to go for the ball. Now this guy's trying to go for the ball, and this teammate's like not even in net, right? If they were to shoot this ball on the net right now, you guys would get scored on, right? Because no one's actually defending it. No one's in a position to defend it. Thankfully, this guy is turned around this way and doesn't have boost, but like, you gotta be careful in this scenario when you're not necessarily the one who's gonna be going for it, to being more playing out through the net, right? So we want to be more coming around here. When we're getting through this mess, we want to go back post here. And then whatever play happens, we want to play throughout the net. Play from the net out, and that way we can get bigger clears and stuff. And we're ready to save the ball if necessary, depending on what the play ends up being. So right here, now we're kind of backwards. It ended up, you got to the same spot anyways. But it could have been a little bit more efficient. Maybe less stressful on your coach here, you know, but... So OT, a long OT as well, like 7 minutes long. So we'll see what happens. Good play so far. Good back post. Yep, stay back post. Beautiful placement. Beautiful positioning there. Yep, just stay tight. I love it. Now we get the back wall. Yes. Great flow. Amazing flow. What's up, NRG Penguin? How you doing, man? Alright, get back post here. Get back post here, right? We did our piece. We're not going to really do much here. Just get back post and let your teammates flow through here, you know? And then you come around and you're going to be third man. You don't want to cut this guy, your teammate, off. Because I'm sure your teammate's itching to go as well. And Gizmo had it there too. You just want to be in a position to be able to save that. I think that defensive like rotation, that flow is a little nicer. It keeps you all off the top of each other, you know. Oh, unfortunate bump on Gizmo there. Yeah, just retreat a little bit. Nice play from Gizmo. Good shot attempt there. Nice, a little soft. We want to see that a little harder from our teammate. Good, and there's no follow-up. Oh, you both whiffed. That's unfortunate. Oof, we got lucky there. So, see, this is where the turns that I've been telling you, they did not go in your favor. You turned and you like turn parallel now. This is like an uncomfortable save thing. You turn parallel now, so you're not like... You're not going towards your net to save this. These kind of balls where they're hit hard like this, you almost want to go towards your net like it's a redirect, but then redirect that crap to the corner, right? Redirect that crap to the corner if you can. Ideally, as average cameraman would say, you want someone on the back wall, although I get in this scenario with a hard clear from across the field, so it would be unrealistic to think if someone was on the back wall right now. But yeah, you want to treat that like a redirect almost. Like you want to go towards your net a little bit. It gives you time to catch up with the ball and redirect it technically to the corner. Good touch. Where's everybody at? Where is everybody? Dang, okay. I get excited when I see the open net like that on a fast break. Didn't look like they were going to get there in time anyways. The blue side got back quickly. Good pursuit with 0. I would say in this scenario, if we go for this challenge with 0. We get that bump. We look here, we don't see that boost. I don't think we can risk still going for it. I'd turn back and get little boost pads. It just scares me. Little boost pads are totally sufficient. You had a little time here, so we could probably survey the field and, you know, if I'm looking at this ball, right, and I want to hit this upfield, in general, like, you don't want to just necessarily boomer it straight up the field like this, unless you have a teammate waiting in this direction. Like, I'd boom the ball up this way because Mex is up here, and that's fine. But if you're just going to generally boom the ball up the field in the middle with low boost, you're not going to hit it very hard, and you're kind of just hitting it back into your opponents. So in this scenario, going more to like almost the mid boost ish, because you're not going to be able to hit this ball very far, right? You don't have a lot of boost. You're not necessarily going super fast. you're not going to get this ball into their corners. It's just going to fall short there, and they're going to have easy clears back at you. So maybe getting these to the middle boost somehow. I know that makes it so they can get it the middle boost and possibly have a counterattack, but it just at least doesn't put it right in the middle of the field where they can counterattack like super quickly immediately with like a dribble or another clear right back out to your back wall. At least they have to set up an air dribble or set up something off the sidewall. I would definitely pass it to Mex though, upfield on the left side. Nice. Ah, a bit of a whiff. Keep going though. Yep. Alright, good. Back out. Unfortunate miss there on the boost. Nice plays. Yeah, you can't go. Yep. Good. Oh, it's jumped a little early here. I feel like you're jumping just a little too soon. You can take your time a little bit more here and line yourself up better. I don't necessarily hate the challenge, but yeah, it just jumped way too early on the ramp. You definitely take your time more. Take a second to line yourself up to jump. This is a beautiful example here of cutting rotation and a good time here. Gizmo is completely just basically no momentum out of this play. So I love that you just, you had the momentum and just came through here even though he's there. Sometimes people just get too hard stuck on like the rules of like, oh, there's a guy there, it's not my ball to go for. Like, if you clearly need to go for the ball, just go for it, right? You gotta be able to react to the scenarios that are happening. Nice. Pretty good challenge there. Alright, a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos. Yeah, I mean, let me think about this one a little bit. I mean, yeah, that's probably your ball to go for. Yeah, I'm okay with that challenge. It just, you missed it, which is unfortunate. I was gonna hate on it a little bit because I thought maybe you could have waited a second to go for this. Like, you could have gotten closer to it, but the way it bounced and everything, like, I overall think this is a pretty good challenge. If you would have hit it, it would have been better, obviously, but nice. Let's not be too... Oh, yeah, it's fine. Running upfield with your teammate. I forget it's not two sometimes. Good shot from Gizmo. Put some pressure on. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's a good clear. Stay in your back post. Yep. Nice flick from Mex. Does Gizmo and Mex play a lot of twos together? Because they seem to have a lot of chemistry with each other. And it feels like you really fit in well as that third man right now. A bit unfortunate here. I'm trying to see... You're doing a weird thing with your car. Like, when you jump here, you're facing, like, you can see your trail here. You're facing this way. But as soon as you jump, you like turn your car, and you're starting to push yourself out of like the optimal path. Like, I feel like if you just jumped straight up from like right here, like you were, and went for this, you'd hit this ball, on this side of it, and you'd blast this upfield, right? But you turn like this, and now you're meeting the ball maybe like slightly middle of it behind it. And it's like, it's just a little off. I've seen you do it a few times now where it's a little turn right after you jump. And I don't think that's necessary. I think this is fine. What a lot of players will do is they'll rotate, say they'll arrow their car like this so that their wheels are facing wherever the ball is coming, right? Oh, wow. Right? So that way you can poke it with your nose. I do that a lot. And it also allows me, so like, let's say you're going for the ball, you're going for it. You can almost tilt your car back and like go and meet the ball where it is. I do that a lot. I think that's a really normal air roll that a lot of pit players do. I'm not sure, like the little turn, it's always throwing off your aerials. Try not doing that. Maybe, you know, try not correcting your aerial before you know if it's good or not. That post is grabbing you, holding you down. Nice. Yeah, good job bailing on that. You weren't gonna touch that one. All right, teammate with 0 wins. Good so far. Good so far. Let's get out of here. Let's get boosts. Yes, good challenge. Get that ball out of there. It was very awkward there, but overall you guys are flowing well. Yeah. Miscue. Good blocks. Good clear. I feel like you guys heard me somehow in the middle of this game. The back wall plays are amazing now. Oh, good pass from the other team. Good saves though. You guys are holding on, which is good. Just gotta find that moment to clear this and gather yourselves here. Nice, good block. That's gonna help a lot. Boost is a big thing. We need to get boost right now. Nice, good clear. Possibly, yes, good clear. Now we keep pressure. Now we go. Good, there's a challenge in there. Let's not keep pursuing this ball like this. Let's try to rotate back post. Where is my mouse? There we go. Wait. Mouse? Bro, where the hell is it? Okay. You kind of supersonicked all the way through here. I feel like we just need to divert over this way and get back post here. I just don't like rotating straight behind the ball like this, because you're just gonna be slightly late to stuff. Although it worked out, like a lot of the time I say something like that and it works out. Just, you know, I've seen it not work out so many times, I just have to mention it. So good, we're ball hawking as third man. Yes, good quick challenge. Not much there at least. But we're trying to keep pressure, right? Trying to put pressure on them. Good play from Gizmo. Let's rotate back post. Oof. That was our opportunity to rotate back post so we don't double commit, right? We're kind of out of position here. You know, we double committed here. You know, now we're in no man's land right now. Like we can't do anything here. We just saw Mex fly through looking like he's going back post. We should probably just go behind them and back post. But I get it. Overtime. Overtime, we don't want to do anything. Get wider. Get an actual back post. Don't do this like weird drift thing on the goal line. Actually rotate around and get back post, right? So that way you're turned around and you have momentum and you're not like, you know, if you skid like that. Come on. If you skid like that, you know, you do your little, you skid the turn here, you're going to kill all your momentum to stop and then turn, right? And that just takes time. Whereas if you just looped around here, you can actually preserve all the momentum you've been keeping here and get going faster versus stopping here. And then you're also got, you know, messing up all the works. That's why you got bumped by your teammate who's doing the same thing, right? It just cleaner, it stays out of the way if you rotate back posts versus that drifting into the goal line. Good play off the back wall. Go again. Ooh, double jump there. I like the boost steal. It's dangerous, so be careful. But the boost steal was good. I think you alleviated a lot of pressure with that. It's just awkward. Yeah, the blue side's really good once you get it on the sidewall. It's hard to figure out when to go. Worked out good. Yes, let's slow it down. Let's do something different. Oh, slightly messed it up, but like this is a perfect time to do this. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's change something up, get the ball in the middle of the field more. Another thing you could have done here is, it's not like our teammates don't have a ton of boost. If you can just somehow get yourself worked around here, and as soon as this ball bounces, just blast it off the back wall, you will probably cause a lot of problems for your opponents, right? Doing what you did though was perfectly fine as well. I like the idea of taking control and going for an air dribble there too. It's a very safe play, I think, in that scenario. Yep. Starting to take control more, which is good. Change things up a little bit. Nice. They jumped. Oh no, danger. Yeah. Yep, that'll happen. This is a fitting way for this game to end. Vex kind of did what I wanted you to do in the last play. Hit it off the back wall. Creepy Daddy Trump messed that up and took it himself. So, you know, overall, really, really intense game. A lot of just back and forth momentum swings. You guys held on in a lot of like offensive pressure for a long time, which is very, very hard to do at this rank, and it requires fairly decent rotations and I would say trust in your teammates too, because just one double commit in that scenario with low boost and, you know, all that offensive pressure, and that's a goal and the game's over, right? So you guys did a really good job working as a team overall. I think my biggest thing I saw with you personally was there's just a lot of whiffs that came from aerials. And I think the biggest culprit of that was just going too fast and trying to overcorrect your aerial for no reason, right? We had a lot of the jump and then turn immediately for some reason, right? Jump, turn immediately. And it's just, you know, trust your read with your car. Like, you face your car a certain way, just keep going and correct as you continue the play, right? You don't want to correct immediately and then, you know, you ended up right. So I feel like, yeah, if you just need to trust yourself a little bit more that you're lining your car up properly. I think, you know, keeping control at the end was really important for you guys. You know, whenever you kept possession of the ball and tried to go for air dribbles or dribbles, I think that's when you guys succeeded the most, and that's basically why you won. You kept possession a little bit more. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good things there. I could probably ramble on and on about this forever, but thank you so much for your replay, Luscious Slime. If you guys want your replay analyzed, head over to my Discord, link in the description, and I really appreciate you stopping by. So thank you again.